2008, there was a credit crunch hit our area, and within about 6 months or a year, my partner had been made redundant. We kind of survived that blow because we had savings, etc. But then about 6 months after that, with a new job, he was made redundant for a second time. And that was a real blow to us. We had no safety net. We'd used up favours from friends and family, and we really were at the point where we had nothing and we needed help. First feeling was fear. You wake up in the morning, you don't know how you're feeding people in the evening. You don't know how you're feeding your children. You don't know how you're going to be fed for the rest of the day. So waking up really scared and tired. You're so tired just getting through every day. You're surviving every day. It really took quite a lot out of us, and my relationship as well really suffered because you were just stressed from morning to night constantly. You don't want people to know how much you're struggling, so I found the first thing that changed was how much we didn't socialise with friends, family. We became very secluded, so people didn't know how much we were struggling. We're lucky if we got a meal a day, because the children were important. They had to have at least 3 meals a day. You don't ever think you're not going to be able to feed your children when you have children. You don't want to tell people that you're scared you can't feed your children. Your pride takes a massive dent. We had a housing officer that would come and visit us and check us quite often, and she could see that physically both Roger and I were losing weight and clothes were hanging off us, and one day she demanded to have a look in my kitchen cupboards, and when I said no, that's when she knew there was an issue. She went and had a look at the cupboards and told me that, do you know about food banks? Do you know there's help? I can refer you and get you help. And at that point she was like a saviour. I burst into tears because I didn't know that there was help that we could reach out for. With the food bank, that immediately gave us relief. But it also, I think, gave both, certainly my partner and I, the confidence to ask and seek out help. And when we did, we found that there was things that we could apply for. There was things like school uniform grants that we didn't know about. There were all sorts of little bits and bobs that all together really, really helped make us suddenly we were a lot more stable. If there weren't food banks, I think it would lead to a lot more crime being committed out of desperation, shoplifting, maybe stealing to sell things to get money. I think it would make a lot of criminals out of a lot of desperate people. The policy should be just help people who are hungry. In this day and age, in this country, we should not have hungry people.